Hey everyone, today let's dive into a biblical story that's part romance, part tragedy, and all drama, the story of King David and his first wife, Michal. Their love story is one of the most compelling and heartbreaking tales in the Old Testament. So, who was Michal? She was the younger daughter of King Saul, Israel's first king. She fell deeply in love with David, a young shepherd who had just famously defeated Goliath. It was a genuine, head-over-heels kind of love. Her father, King Saul, saw this as an opportunity. He was already jealous and fearful of David's growing popularity, so he agreed to the marriage, but set a seemingly impossible dowry, 100 enemy soldiers defeated. Saul hoped David would die trying, but David, being David, not only succeeded but doubled the price, bringing back proof of 200 defeated soldiers, and so he married Michal. Their marriage started with passion and true affection. However, their happiness was short-lived. Saul's jealousy spiraled into a murderous rage. One night, he sent assassins to kill David. Michal, loyal and quick-thinking, saved her husband's life. She let David down through a window and then tricked her father's men by putting an idol in David's bed, covering it with blankets to make it look like he was sick. This act of defiance saved David, but it also marked the beginning of their long and painful separation. While David was on the run, a furious Saul gave Michal away in marriage to another man named Paldi. Years passed. Saul died, and David became king. One of his first acts was to demand Michal's return. It was a power move, for sure a way to legitimize his claim to the throne through his marriage to Saul's daughter. But perhaps there was also a glimmer of his old love for her, who had been a pawn in political games for years. The final, tragic scene between them happens during a great celebration. David, overjoyed, brings the Ark of the Covenant into Jerusalem. He dances with all his might before the Lord, wearing a simple linen garment. Michal, watching from a window, sees her husband, the king, dancing and leaping among the common people, and she despises him in her heart. She confronts him later, sarcastically accusing him of shamelessly uncovering himself in front of the slave girls. David's response is harsh. He retorts that he was celebrating before the Lord who chose him over her father, and that he would be willing to be even more undignified for God. The Bible then tells us that Michal had no children to the day of her death. It is a sad and lonely end for the princess who once risked everything for the man she loved. Their story is a powerful reminder of how politics, pride, and time can poison even the purest love. What do you think? Was Michal's bitterness justified, or was David right to put his devotion to God above all else? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this. See you next time.